Oh boy. I'm gonna have some more sandwich. I didn't finish my sandwich. You're all too excited. Settle down. Oh, I gotta. Oh, ugh, wasn't even ready for that. We're starting off this way. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Phylm Whiz. My brand new attempt at a Minnesota style movie riffing show, and I'm fairly certain, before I go any farther, I'm going to have to explain literally everything else I just said. Well, first, hi, Jesse Jones. Good to see you. Yes. Bunch of face now. Bunch of face. Yeah, it had to go yesterday. No. Oddly, David, we haven't seen that. Welcome. Hi. Phylm Whiz. Minnesota style riffing. What does all of that mean? Excellent questions. Let me explain. First, let's start with the name, shall we? Phylm Whiz. Why? Sure. Let's get to it. Has anybody seen the bags of wings? Frozen wings? W-Y-N-G-Z wings. They're called that because they're not actually wing meat. They're pressed, shaped white meat pieces made to resemble and substitute for wings. W-I-N-G-S. So I thought, well, this being an artificial imitation movie type substitute, film, P-H-Y-L-M. That's where that comes from. Whiz! Whiz, well, that's a reference to Cheese Whiz. Bad movies being cheesy. And also whiz, the synonymous, the synonym for a piss poor film. It works on multiple levels, is what I'm saying. So, film, whiz, cheesy movie type entertainment. That's that. Minnesota style. What does that mean? Well, there's a lot of riffing shows, a lot of movie riffing shows. Most of them are live riffs. They're running a thing, and they're reacting to it as they see it for the first time. That's what most riffing you'll find out there is. I have grown up on a different kind of strategy. Mystery Science Theater, 3000. One of my main influences, comedically, growing up. So that's where I settled on this kind of style. The style as used by Mystery Science Theater and Riff Tracks and the Film Crew and the Cinematic Titanic. All those folk that came from Best Brains, Hopkins, Minnesota, Minnesota style. I don't know that anybody else has dubbed it that, but I've chosen to. So there you go. I made a thing. I don't know. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna give it a try. It's a pilot, so be gentle. But I'm finally doing something that I've basically wanted to do for 30 years, shall we say? Yeah, I've always wanted to do one of these. We're gonna see how it goes. I have chosen 3 shorts to get us started here. Oh, let's see if I can pull them up. I think I have them up over here. 3 shorts, 48 minutes of content that I chose to write myself. Not the way this is generally done, not the way I would do it again, but I've put this show on the calendar a couple times and then quietly took it back off. And it was just going to be, it was going to keep getting kicked down the road unless I just finally bit the bullet and made myself do it. So, writing, how long is this? This is 16 pages, single-spaced, 48 minutes of riffing. I'm gonna admit some of the fight scenes in the third, in the serial, not fully written. So I did the best I could. So I'm just gonna whatever for that. But the rest of it, fully written to within an inch of its life. Too much. There's too much. This is gonna be season 11 style jam-packed. If you know what that means, then you know what that means. So, the three that in the future, I want a crew, I want a cast, I want multiple writers, I want all of us coming together to do this thing. But I didn't want to force other people to have to try and turn this over in 5 days, like I have. And you know, I haven't written a lot of long-form stuff in a while, so it was doubly interesting, difficult. Let's say difficult. Been working about the last 10 hours. So yeah, Pete would be great. Pete reached out. Robert Barry reached out when I mentioned it. I already had a crew that I wanted to work with. Aubrey and Josh Kincaid and Emma Haney. I wanted to work with those folk as well on this. But yeah, I didn't want to force anybody else to have to do this. I wanted to finally make this happen so I could stop putting it off. So here it is, in this form, as good as I could do it in the last 4 days. So we're going to check it out. I've got 3 shorts, like I said. I will admit, I wish I'd given them a little bit more of a view before I got into them, because I didn't make it easy on myself in at least one of these. It was a little too, Aubrey said, it's not a whole lot funny here. She was right. So that one was a struggle. But we've got 3 shorts. Alcohol is Dynamite, 1958, Sid Davis, warning about teen alcohol drinking. 1951, Answering the Child's Why. It was yeah, you'll see. And 1944, Captain America, Chapter 1, The Purple Death. All of these I've decided to, I chose public domain. I went through archive.org, finding stuff listed as public domain, so I wouldn't have to worry about rights. I don't know. A lot of these ripping streams you see, they're playing like full studio movies from the last 20 years. I don't understand. I don't know how they do it and get away with it. I didn't want to have to deal with that. So I thought I would stick strictly to nice public domain stuff. So that's what we've got. It all totals up to a little over 48 minutes. I'll break in between each of them. I don't know how this is going to go. So bear with me. I'm going to try and set this up now. This will literally be the first time I've tried to do this. So we've got that, and we've got without me, and that should restart once it goes. You guys, let me know if I'm not going to be able. I mean, I could. I'm going to try not to ride the audio, so hopefully I'll be loud enough over the movie, and hopefully you'll still be able to hear well enough the shorts. Let me know. Maybe in between. This first one is just going to be what it is. But if you want to yell at me in the chat and tell me that it's really off, that the balance is really bad, let me know. I will try to glance over to the chat. I don't know how well I'm going to do, because I'm going to have to read everything over here. We're going to do the best we can. Thanks for joining me for this, guys. I appreciate it. We've already lost viewers. It's fair. It's fair. Let's give this a try, shall we? Thanks for joining me. Let's take our inaugural dip into some Phylm Whiz. Let's see. We've got the script here. Is this gonna scroll? It looks like it will. We've got the clip here. Got it selected so I can see the time code, so I can keep track. Hopefully. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Here we go. Alcohol is Dynamite. I'm actually kind of excited now. That's going to screw up my reading. It's okay. Here we go. Thanks for joining. Oh, boy. Okay, here we go. Let's give it a try. Sorry. It is working. I just wanted to make sure. But I also have to start this like immediately. I got to start my read. Here we go. There we go. The Inglewood Police Department would like to thank the local youth for their unwavering admiration and respect. Remember, Inglewood, never up to no good.
I guess you've seen that sign enough times, haven't you?
That delicious,
Any bar or
mouth-watering
club that sells
sign.
liquor by the drink or any retail store beverages is sure to have it in a prominent place.
I have no
Bud and
idea
Jack
what
went
these
in to buy a
squiggles
case of
mean.
beer for
Stay
a
in
picnic.
school, boys.
Right now, they think it's pretty unfair that they can't walk into a store like anyone else and buy liquor just because they're underage.
Boy, does that flatten their tops.
Oh, that's me, incidentally, Tom Ullman. I'm a sports reporter on the city paper. The boys want me to take their money and buy their drinks for them. No deal.
No deal.
Maybe it'd be a good idea if I told them a little something about why that sign is in the window.
Porn brand
and why
liquor.
they should be glad
Wrap
it
your
is
lips
there.
around it and guzzle it down.
Well, anybody who fools around
porn.
with this, adult or minor, is playing with dynamite.
I get it.
I decided to
I
tell
think-
these boys about Paul, Jim, and Tip.
Here's William Campbell. He'll be playing Paul from now on.
I guess you could say Paul started it all, but it wasn't all his fault, actually. You see, he was just too good a musician for his age.
So he
played
could afford the
dance bands with older
extra
fellas,
big booze
and they
pockets.
taught him things he'd be better off not knowing.
Like how NFTs work and how to start a podcast.
Jim had the richest father in town, and Tip, well, Tip was captain of the basketball team.
And he got the nickname
All-state
Tip
the year
because his
before.
shorts were
They
extra
saw
short.
something funny in the way their friend Paul was acting as soon as he joined them.
He seemed
According to
cooler,
Paul, it's no
more
fun
confident.
drinking
This
alone.
wasn't
He
like Paul
wants
at all.
company. The other boys have never tasted liquor before, so they have to be dared into it.
And just
That
like the
first
dares at
drink
sleepovers
isn't very
past,
enjoyable,
they
I can
immediately
tell you.
put it in their mouths.
It burns your insides and it makes your eyes water.
Smooth.
Tip refused the drink. He said he was in training and basketball
Oh,
meant too much
well,
to
all
him.
right.
But that isn't good enough for his friends. He has to be a sport. You'd be surprised at how little it takes to get you tight that first time.
Get your tight?
That's true with adults.
Is that a
But
thing?
at high school age,
Really
even
laces
though
up your
mind
corsets.
seems
Well,
mature, your body isn't. And alcohol is a violent narcotic.
Unlike the perfectly safe cocaine in your sodas. Unattended staircases and stoops. The #1 cause of teenage drinking. This message brought to you by the Elevator Council. Try an elevator today. Ding! Who's that? Elevators.
Ever wonder what alcohol does to the human body, aside from making the owner of it act like this?
What,
Well,
friendly and
let's take
sociable?
Paul as an example, since he started all this anyway. Anthropologists say that what distinguishes man from the lower animals is his power of reason.
And
a
its ability
power
to
found
ignore
in
it.
the portion of the brain called the frontal lobes.
As represented
Well, when a
here by
drop
this
of
wad of
alcohol
chewing
gets
gum
in the
dropped on a
blood,
barbershop
that's
floor.
right where it heads for, the frontal lobes. Almost as if its aim in life was to transform man back into an animal.
Almost
To
like
take
Booze
away the
hates us for
reasoning
some
powers
reason,
and
but that can't be
self-control.
right. Booze is
Or
my
to use
best
a
friend.
highbrow
We
word,
water each other's
inhibitions
plants when one of us
that
is
make
out of
that
town
human
and text each
society
other memes
possible.
that we think we might
What
like.
would happen if the bottle weren't empty? If the boys could go on drinking? Well, alcohol doesn't stop after knocking out the frontal lobes.
Look
It
at
starts in on
Jim.
the whole
What are you
nervous
doing?
system, and
Hiding from
eventually
the
affects
crippling
every
pains
function
of
the
awaking
body.
reality
How much
inside the
alcohol
warm
does this take?
embrace of
Well,
peaceful
suppose there are
sleepscape?
3 or 4 drops of alcohol
Idiot.
for every 1,000 drops of blood. Then the drinker looks like this.
W.
Only
Archibald
half
Shaky Legs.
conscious, hardly able to stagger, hard to breathe. If he keeps on drinking and the concentration reaches 4 to 5 drops, he ends up like this.
Nursing a wicked
And that's
public
fortunate in
necktie
a way,
erection.
because if he was able to lift his hand for another drink, the Undertaker would have another customer.
For a Hell in
You
the
see,
Cell
all
match
it
this
takes
Sunday
is
on
5 drops
pay-per-view.
of alcohol for every 1,000 drops of blood, a half of 1%. And brother, you're a dead duck.
Dead duck, barbecue, sandwiches, and chicken fried steak only at Scotty's, the restaurant shaped like a stop sign.
Well, that first night was the start. Paul, Jim, and Tip took to drinking together. Jim's father gave him plenty of money, and Jim kept them.
Here, guys, let's add some sweet vermouth to these Pepsis. I call this a jazz soda. Yeah, jazz sodas. Whoop. All right, son, what do you got?
Hey, what? Hey, were you making jazz sodas? No, you got it all wrong. You were making a commie go sip yourself. You need
Fortunately, a
butterscotch
patrol car
rum
spotted
for a
Jim
jazz
going through a
soda.
stop sign,
You're going
and he
straight to a
picked up on
mixology
suspicion of
class.
drunk driving.
Kid, get in the car.
Jim's father was summoned to the station. And
Was it
because
cool,
this was
son?
Jim's first offense,
Are you
was
popular
successful
now?
in having Jim
Tell
released
me all
following
about
a
it.
severe
Don't leave
warning.
anything cool out.
In the meantime, Tip's playing went from bad to worse.
Wait, it started
and
at
then came
bad?
a day that Tip would like to forget, but one he'll remember all his life. He was kicked off the basketball team. But his two good friends were there to console him.
Well, maybe you
They were
shouldn't have
sure
called
a drink
yourself
would make him
Dr.
feel better.
Basketball. Then you could have used a bigger bag for
Well,
your
the
gym
alcohol
clothes
story usually
around.
runs to a pattern. The boys were drinking more and more, depending on liquor to get them through the day.
Sure.
Even dates were no fun anymore without a bottle.
Blonde and a couple swinging brunettes. And a car so big you can stand up in it.
Naturally, what the waiter is doing is reminding them that he has a sign in his front window, too.
Oh,
We do
yeah?
not serve
Well, that's
liquor to
not going to
minors.
stop my
Jim
giant
had
shin
thought of
pocket. Here you go. Drink up, everybody. I learned a new drink. Just add some 80 proof Worcestershire to this Mountain Dew, and you got yourself a Jacksonville Pants Filler. Jacksonville Pants Filler, everybody? Jacksonville Pants Filler for you?
Jim's date, Judy, had never tasted liquor before, but like dope addicts, one drinker can't stand the sight of somebody not drinking.
They'll make sure everybody drinks some reefer with them. Oh, you call this alcohol?
And
Oh, this is
soon
terrible.
Judy catches the spirit of the thing.
I hate this. So bad. So bad. More, please.
Hey, what's going on here? You think
The
I
waiter
buy
has a
curtains
right
like
to be
these so
sold.
some
They'll
lowlifes
give
like
the
you
club a
can
bad
sneak
name,
drinks
he
in
says,
here?
and he boots them all
Get
out.
out of
He wants to
here.
keep his license.
Jimmy and his pals reminisce about the good old days of drinking on the stairs. Stairs never hassled them about licenses or curtains.
The boys can't understand Judy. Only 2 drinks and look at her.
Why
But
does
it's
Judy
really
have to be
very
so
simple.
selfish and get
Tolerance for
alcohol
alcohol
poisoning just to try and
varies
make
from person
booze
to
look
person.
like the bad guy?
Judy is one of those on whom it acts like a deadly poison.
Where are we headed next? I want to punch somebody at a karaoke bar. I gotta keep partying. I'm like a shark. I'm a party shark. If I stop partying, I
And
die.
on someone who has never used it before, the effect is a lot more violent.
Oh, geez, Judy's a party shark. Throw tequila on her gills.
Jim himself is in no shape to drive. Right now, he wishes he'd taken just one less drink.
Or that something like Uber had been invented back in his day. You know, some sort of car that you could call to pick you up and take you somewhere. And maybe if the car was big and yellow and easily identifiable. Man, Jim sure wishes they thought about something like that. Oh, well. My forehead! My frisbee! My booze!
Well, there's the result. Just another victim of a drunk driver.
Wait,
One of the estimated 10 to
That guy was kind of
20,000
in the-
last year alone.
Man, I almost feel sorry for her, Carl. The Undertaker's really gonna throw her all around that cage. Oh well. All right, son, show me an itchy scarecrow. No, boy. That's a mummy with a stink
Jim
finger.
failed
Come
a
on.
few tests in high school after he started drinking.
All right, give me the
But he
time
never
warp
failed
then.
a test as
No,
serious
it's just
as
a
this
jump
one.
to the. No, you're skipping everything right to the pelvic thrust. You got it all wrong.
Like, you just call in and they show up and you say, where to? And you say, where?
That's the worst idea I've ever heard.
Jim went to jail with plenty of time to think.
The Hollywood
Well,
Tribune,
what happened
responsible
to the 3
reporting,
boys
subtly
after the
delivered.
accident? Paul was almost a complete alcoholic for a while.
But he gave
But
up
then he
on that,
became
just
one
like
of the
everything else
youngest
in his
members
life.
of Alcoholics Anonymous, and now he has a chance to save himself. Jim never got over that accident.
Or
When
his
he got out
weird
of jail, he
ride-share
went back
idea.
to drinking and ended up on Skid Row.
It's a
hope
car, you call it,
derelict.
and it comes to you.
The
Leave me
third
alone,
boy
kid. Get out of here.
realized at the scene of the accident that he was playing in the wrong league.
This is
Right
basketball
then, he made a
fault
vow
somehow.
never to touch a drop
Basketball's
of liquor
fault.
again. And he hasn't.
Basketball fault.
How do I know? Because Tip is my son.
Oh,
Why did Americans in
Where
one
were you at the
year
beginning?
spend $2 billion more for liquor than for all education?
it's a
That's
good
tough
question.
one to
And while we're
answer.
just pulling numbers out
When
of
a
thin
man
air,
can't
why does the
or
state of
thinks
California
he
shoot
can't measure
$44
up,
million
he
in
looks
gold
for a
doubloons
crutch,
straight into the
something
sun
to help
every
him.
Christmas?
He takes a drink. Alcohol deadens the part of the brain that holds his worries and responsibilities, and he thinks it's helping him. But instead of helping him, every drink gives him that much less chance of ever being
that
able
makes
to get
sense.
along. And his crutch ends up by destroying him.
And that's not
Now,
what
if a
crutches are
mature
for at
adult
all.
admits
I think
his
I'm losing
failure
my
as a man
analogy.
or woman
You
by
get what I
resorting to
mean.
alcohol, what about the boy or girl who never gives himself a chance to learn to adjust without liquor?
Just
He's
tough it
licked
out,
before he
boys.
starts.
Booze only helps
So
all the
that's why
time,
you see
every
that sign
time.
in the
Who
window,
needs it?
And that's why every boy and girl should be glad that somebody put it there. Because Alcohol is dynamite.
The Inglewood City Police Department reminds you to always bottle your sticks of dynamite to really lock in that explosive flavor. Hey, I did it! Oh, fuck. That's too much. I wrote too much. How was that? How was the first one? What do we think? How was the balance? Everything sound good? Everything look good? Was it funny at all? I don't know anymore. I've been locked in this room for 11 hours. No, 9, 10 hours. I don't know what funny is anymore. I just know it's done. And really that's all I needed at this point. All right, sounds good. Okay, good. All right, yeah, alcohol is dynamite, isn't it, though? Oh, I don't have anything in front of me. I'm doing this sober? No wonder I'm so scared. Well, there we are. Hey, guys. Alcohol is dynamite. Hope you enjoyed. Remember, never drink ever, especially if somebody's just going to swerve right out in front of you. That wasn't his fault. My car came out of nowhere. I don't know. I'm always going to come to Booze's defense. Yeah. They got the lecture from this guy. They sat through it, and it's just the next guy coming down the pike. Hey, would you just? You're not preachy, right? You want to just buy us some booze? Oh, booze? That's how I got started. Asking some guy. All right. David. Thank you. I was going to ask you. You watch a lot of these riffing streams. I've sent you to a lot of these riffing streams on raids. How was it? Was it good? Be honest. All right. That's 10 of 48 minutes and 21 seconds. Oh, the second one. This one's harder. This one's a little harder, especially once we get to the second half of it. It's a little hard. It's a little difficult. I'm going to work on my screening process in the future. I just thought, answering a child's why. That seems like it could be fun. What's the harm that could come from answering the child's why? Well, lots. Lots of sadness. And harm. So, I have to try and rest my face after. See, normally there's a crew of, yeah, most is live riffing. So inherently this should be better. David, wrong answer. This wasn't rehearsed. I wrote it and I read it. There was no rehearsing here. So, what was I can't remember. Getting distracted by keeping track of you guys. Yeah. Oh, I'm just in pain. Yeah, I've been here a long time. I worked this out. Doesn't matter. Answering the child's why. Yeah, kids ask a lot of questions, and it's important to nurture them and teach them. Let's see if I remember the start of this. And if I can get my mouse to work properly. That's going to be really frustrating if I start and my mouse doesn't work in the middle when I'm trying to scroll through my script. That's going to be tough. Okay. Oh, water. Hold on. Hold. Oh, sorry. Oh, I did it. I can stop now. I don't have to do the rest of this. You don't need to see the rest of this work. There we are. Get lubed up. Nice and... yeah, that's what we need. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, most of these, especially the written ones. Oh no, I know how the live riffing works, David. I'm saying Yeah, most of these have crews of several people saying things, not just one person, just scattershot. And a team of writers. In the future, I'm really looking forward to having that. But here we are. It's a pilot. It's a proof of concept. That's what we're here for. Just to see if this works. So far, I think so good. So, I'm pleased enough. Let's give it a try. Let's try our second one. Our second of 3 tonight. Watch for the really surprising turn. Especially for, what is this, 55? What was that, 1950? No, 51. Alcohol is Dynamite was 55. So 1951. The narrator takes a tone that I wouldn't have expected. All right, guys. Let's give this one a whirl. I think we're ready over here. We've got that. We've got that. Script over here. With a little bit of water so I don't die in the middle of it. And then our feature presentation, which is not a feature, but part 1 of a serial. You like your Marvel movies now? Well, get ready to see when that shit weren't shit. Oh. A full 54 years before they went bankrupt and almost 80 years before Marvel meant anything to anyone. So, Captain America, Chapter 1, The Purple Death. We'll be finishing this up in about 13 minutes. First, we have to get to answering a child's why. Yeah? Oh. You'll see. You'll see. Here we are. Answering the child's why. Like, why do babies come from? And why are we going to pretend that Lawrence, Kay, and Frank aren't just 3 inquisitive children in a big coat? In our democratic society. So remember, make sure your children hate and fear the right people and things. I am the train tall, half man, half train, fear me!
Today's children, future citizens in our democratic society.
Soon enough, the world will steal their joy and shove them behind a desk to quietly rot. Hell, this was over 70 years ago. Most of these children are dead already. How's that make you feel?
But in order to understand and live effectively in the world around them, they need our help.
Mommy, look
How
at
we
I'm on a horse.
interpret it to
Mommy,
them primarily shapes their
I see the
emerging
train tar, and the
personality
train tar
and
sees
helps to
me.
determine how they will develop as citizens. She's a very inquisitive child, full of questions.
why do good
Questions
things
her
happen to
mother
bad
faces
people?
Day in, day out.
These are beautiful. Let's give the flowers a drink of water. Need water just as little girls do.
Oh.
I want to do it.
Give me that.
Dear.
You're not doing. Give it to me.
Let's start over here.
Question after question.
I
And
want to
Mother
do
is
it.
the teacher.
What a zany
What
question.
Mother knows, right or wrong, she passes on to her child.
That's right, dear. It's what plants crave.
And thus Judy learns in her own way and under Mother's guidance that rain is nature's way of giving flowers a drink.
And that men are nature's way of killing
Every
a woman's
event becomes
dreams.
an exploration into the unknown.
Hello, darling. I'm at your bedside, but also in the void, but also
I
at your
want you to
bedside.
always quietly
Do you
read the
understand?
Why?
Because it will show if you are well or not. And if you are, then you may go outdoors and play.
And if you are, this mercury will change
Am
that.
I well, Mommy? Can I get up?
Almost well. I think
Soon you
tomorrow
will
you
join
go
me
for a
in the
walk with
void and know
Daddy.
the power of its emptiness.
The child's never-ending whys often concern matters that are difficult to explain.
The void, the emptiness. Your mother said that?
Yes, darling. They're taking Mr. Jones away today because he's been ill for a long, long time, and he died.
Why did he die, Daddy?
Because I
You
willed it
see,
so.
Honey, when people get to be very, very old and they've been sick for a long time, they die.
Mother has noticed, she?
What?
No, darling.
No.
Mommy and Daddy aren't old. We won't leave you.
We have
By
seen the
facing
birth
such
and death of
questions
thousands of
frankly,
worlds, sweetheart.
parents help
You will
children
know
to
this same
accept
tragedy.
confusing and
What?
often frightening
We won't leave
experiences
you.
more easily. Every new event becomes a source for new questions. Who is this?
Hmm?
Why does Mother hug this stranger?
Why does Mother hug so many strangers?
So this is little Judy.
Oh,
Well,
man.
This is Uncle Harry, darling. Give him a kiss.
Why?
Yeah, very good
Well,
question.
because he's my brother.
No, I don't.
Brother, wonders Judy. She knows only little girls who have brothers. But she can't understand that this big man could be Mother's brother.
Big Man and the Mother's
And she
Brothers,
doesn't
coming
know
this
what
April to
uncles
Crackle.
are. Now, of course, forcing Judy to kiss the stranger might make her rebellious.
And lead her down the
Fortunately,
path
Uncle
to a
Harry
drunken cage
understands
match
children.
with The Undertaker.
He realizes that it will
Man,
take
if we don't
time
play
for
these
Judy
back to back all the
accept him
time, that
and
reference
realize
is
what
still
relatives are.
going to be hilarious.
This time, her question
Kathy.
leads to an understanding
name
about mothers
is
and babies.
Kathy.
Mother, look what Kathy got.
Her fleas are getting really big.
Where did Kathy get the kittens?
Why, they're her kittens, darling. She's their mother.
What's a mother?
Doing?
They're drinking mother's milk. Mothers always nurse their babies.
Did you when I was a baby?
Of course.
Yes,
That's how I
darling,
transferred
I
my
nursed you.
power to you.
And not only little girls, but little boys love to ask questions.
Dumber,
That is how
lazier
they discover
questions.
much of the world around them.
Quick,
On
Dad,
walks
get your
with
phone.
Father, they
Right
can
to
ask
record.
Like this one.
What's this man doing?
Imposing the will of the
Giving the
government
man a ticket.
Why?
to maintain the illusion of order in this farcical
Tells the man
charade we
he
call a
was driving
society.
too fast.
Oh,
For the moment, Jimmy seems to be
conform.
satisfied. But then he goes on thinking, which leads to more questions.
Daddy, why does a policeman do that?
Man, I don't know.
Because
Why
the
does
policeman
anyone
doesn't
do
want that
anything?
man to
Answer me
hurt
that. Think
somebody.
you're so smart.
Why?
Look, nobody
Well,
understands
son,
anything.
because
We're all just
policemen
faking it
watch
every
out
day.
for us. Now that makes sense. And Father's answer makes Jimmy feel secure in a
I'm
world of grown-ups.
scared. Me too, man.
But Bruce is having a hard time. Like many small boys, he wants to walk alone.
To walk
Like
a lonely
grown-ups.
road. The only one that
Grandmother
he has ever
insists
known.
that he give her his hand. Now that doesn't seem fair.
Oh, yes, you will take my hand.
Probably not a kidnapping.
See that policeman across the street? He'll come and take you away if you don't take my hand. Oh, yes, he doesn't like bad boys.
You don't know me,
He
lady.
doesn't like bad boys? Why, poor Bruce. He doesn't understand why Grandmother is angry.
Or
the
why
policemen
grandmother tells
think
Bruce
he
that
is
he
a
wouldn't
bad
like
boy.
her when she's angry.
Well, maybe policemen don't like little boys.
I hate little boys for completely non-policeman reasons. I can't explain it. Oh, it's all true. Hide me, grandmother.
Meanwhile, Jimmy and Father are returning home. Jimmy has enjoyed his
So
walk,
it's all just
and
random
now he is
chaos
ready
and
to
nothing
play.
we do will ever truly matter?
Remembering the
That's
policeman
right.
whom
Good
he saw
boy.
this afternoon, he chooses his toy policeman to play with first.
And after licking all the lead
Children's
paint
play
off the
is
policeman,
creative.
he turns his attention to his
stimulates the
vibrantly
imagination.
glowing farm.
It is also instructive because it lets them play out and rehearse the many new things they're learning about the world.
You light
His
up here on the
make-believe
killing
world
floor.
and the real
Don't
world
worry,
are
you
not
will not be
clearly separated.
alone.
Oh, here comes Mommy to local cow.
And just like in real life, afternoon mommy falls right over.
Look, Papa has to lie down. Take a little rest.
And mommy wakes up from her liquid nap and finds daddy laying down with more fun mommy. And mommy yells and
But
yells.
through play and by asking questions, he shows how he is learning the meaning of all events. But soon Jimmy is tired of playing alone.
Ah,
Now he has questions
Farm
to
life
ask
isn't for
and
me.
needs someone to answer them. And Mother is always around. Sometimes Mother asks questions and Jimmy gives answers. And sometimes it's the other way around.
and sometimes the questions
This
ask
too
Jimmy,
Jimmy likes,
and the answer is dark
because
and
he
mean.
feels so
Or even
grown
still,
up
maybe
when he
mother
knows
is
the
the
answer.
answer. Jimmy is the question,
And
and none of
every
it even
answer
mattered.
shows not
And
only what
sometimes
Jimmy has
narrators spend a
understood
long
about
time
the
alone in
world,
booths and begin
but
to
also
question
what
everything
he's
that led
learning
them
from
to
his
where they
mother
are
and his
now.
father about life.
Cows have to eat.
The girl big. What is this cow doing?
Well, it looks like he's resting.
Yes, all the parts of him are
Okay,
resting
wait.
on all of the
And I
hooks.
know why. So it goes big and strong.
That's right.
Mommy, let's look at the police book.
Police book?
Uh-huh.
All right.
But these are the same mugshots as yesterday, and the first 48 hours are the most
I
crucial.
saw a policeman give a man a ticket once.
You did. You like policemen?
Yes.
The ones on
They
my
know.
payroll,
They
sure.
protect us, and they have to watch out for us.
And they help my operation run smoothly.
But all children may not be as fortunate as Jimmy.
Here we
Take
go.
Molly here, walking home from school after a day of disturbing experiences.
Let's hear
which
disturbing
she is
experiences
reliving in her
now.
mind.
Boys and girls, you may take out your library books now and read them while I'm talking to Molly.
I'm going to be
I'd like
talking
to
to Molly
dedicate
at
it to you,
this same
Molly.
volume. So I'm
Here's
going to
yours.
ask that you read very loudly
I
to
can see that
yourself.
you didn't
And don't all
understand
just
the
sit there
test.
listening to this private
Why didn't you ask
conversation
me
that
about
I'm
the
going to do
questions that you
nothing to
didn't
make private
understand?
at all. Molly!
You know that I'm happy to go over those things again. Why, Molly? Why don't you ever ask questions?
I didn't want to disturb you.
When she was 3, Molly was always asking questions. She was a gay and happy child, eager to learn and to grow up.
Mommy zebras.
Mother.
Not now, sweetheart. Mommy's trying to get the stick of dynamite out of this bottle.
Right.
Not now, Molly.
I
Mommy's
hate you.
busy. You're going to spoil her cake.
And Mommy's cake hates you.
Mother.
Because you're such a bad little girl that even something as
Please
wholesome
stop
and good as
asking
cake
why
hates
all the
you.
time.
Cake doesn't hate
Don't
anyone, but it
answer
hates
Mommy's
you,
calls when you're
Molly.
busy. You never mind now. Sit up on your chair and look at your book.
Molly's mother doesn't mean to be discouraging. She's just a busy woman.
Capes
And
capable,
so little
capable of
Molly
hating
goes
children
back to
don't
her
make
books.
themselves, after all.
But soon she tires of them. There is no one to answer her questions and share her interests.
I just don't get it.
Repeated
Where does that horse
experiences
get
of
off
this
being
sort stifle
stripey
her
like that?
curiosity. A year later, she is what we call a well-behaved child.
Well-behaved child. That's right, Dolly. The cake
Now,
hates you
Molly's
now.
father approves of his boy's interest in cars.
Because he's a boy child and is inherently deserving of 30% more love.
Carburetor.
Oh.
Cleaning it out. Been working on it all morning.
Hmm.
You know, these new gadgets are getting more complicated every year.
Well, look at this. This one's got 2 screws and a spring
Well,
for
that's
some
it.
reason.
Like you are. Why, I could fix this with a penknife.
I guess the world's passing me
Daddy, what are
by.
you doing?
Just
What
like it'll
makes me
pass you by
idiot,
someday,
girl?
too, son.
Oh, Molly, don't ask questions. Now, you run along. This isn't for little girls. You run along and play with your dolls. You'll get dirty.
And so Molly becomes what some people call a very good little girl.
It's hard to tell
In
if this
fact,
was
so
intentional
good
or
and
not,
quiet
but there's a
that she gives
stinging
up
bite of
questioning
underlying
altogether.
50s feminism in here
Then
that is
you're
refreshingly
right
and
up
unexpectedly
the danger.
delightful.
Right into the party. A strumming and a singing a song. Some folks travel
Oh,
for fancy.
don't.
Some folks travel for
Okay.
play.
Don't.
Some folks go on horseback.
Please stop.
Others takes the train.
Ugh.
Some folks has a carriage with a coachman on the back.
Oh, I don't think this is going to age well at all.
Party I travels on old
Please
I didn't know you all knew that.
You
Well,
darling
that's
little
wonderful. Now I
crackers.
bet you can really answer some questions about the story. Wasn't that a funny story?
I don't think so. If you actually examine the work at all, I think that you'll find.
While all the other children gaily break in with questions and volunteer answers, Molly just sits and watches.
Molly
Not
knows
quite
that an
daring to be
examination
like
of
Mother.
African folklore by a
She
circle of
doesn't
little
dare
white
risk
children
annoying
feels
her
wrong
teachers, who
somehow.
substitutes for Mother at
Talk
school.
about that one tomorrow and have the next story.
Bye.
Bye. No, yes.
I just don't think we should be reading.
Good morning, Miss Hart. Oh, hello, Mrs. Chambers. How are you?
Repressed and seething,
How
you.
is Molly doing in school? She's a darling child and so good, but very quiet.
Most of the time, she
Molly,
just sits in
dear,
the
your
corner
mother's
drawing
here.
pictures of knives sticking out of
Molly's always
cakes.
such a
I
good
ask her
girl.
what it means, and she just
She is a good
cries.
girl, but she needs to be encouraged to play with the other children, trying to get her to ask more questions, to enter in more to the group. Well, just give her time, I always say. Just give her time.
Oh, well, someday she'll be married, and none of this will matter anyway.
Why didn't you ask?
I didn't want to disturb you.
But Molly, you don't disturb me.
Your
I
artwork
want you
does.
to ask
Ever since you
questions
moved to
like all the
sculpture and
other girls.
taxidermy, it's just gotten harder
I
to
like
grade
what you
subjectively.
say. I wish you'd speak more often in class. You take your paper and look it over, and then let's talk about it.
Yes, ma'am.
And remember, this is math, so none of the answers
Molly
should be
is
please,
obviously
please
an
help me.
extreme case. Every child is frustrated at times by busy parents, but when continuously discouraged at home, like Molly, she may be handicapped in adjusting to the world.
Now, sure, discouraging Molly
Now,
from
Molly
asking
may regain
questions
her
may
courage
help her
if
become a
helped by a
fine
sympathetic
improviser when
person
she grows
in
up.
school, for
But that's no life any parent should wish on any
It is
child.
essential that children in their earlier years be permitted to ask questions
Zip,
and be
zap, zap,
encouraged to explore the
Zip,
world with
zap.
self-confidence.
zap.
For by answering the whys of children, we help them to understand our way of life
We'll be
and
married
to
soon.
learn as personalities to live in the world with others.
You know, if that's really your thing. Why, everybody? Why, indeed? Oh, back to me. There. Oh, that went faster than I thought it was going to. Ooh, yeah. That's. I did. Everyone notice the? She's what's referred to as a very well-behaved child. It was just wow. It's somebody. One, did a woman get on this writing staff in 51? And two, wow. Wow. That got dark. She's very well behaved. She'll make a wonderful mate someday. Oh, brood sow. Sorry. That's, whew. That is why we maybe screen these more in the future, rather than just look at the title and say, we can figure that out. That'll be fine. What darkness could possibly lie beneath answering a child's why? A lot. Where did Molly? Molly was a really good actress. The sad the sad teen that played Molly. Ah, yeah. Molly is not allowed to have sharp objects. Whew. All right. I mean, I guess sex ed certainly could have been answering the child's why, but the whys are much earlier. Those are whys about the world. Sex ed is just there's plenty of those shorts. I think I'll check those before we just dive right into them, and assume that just doesn't go real south too. All right, guys, 9:45, huh? What do you know? All the build-up and explanation and getting through these first two. I wouldn't say getting through. That implies that we haven't enjoyed ourselves. And gosh darn it, I'm pretty pleased. I think this has gone all right. Like I said, I ran out of time. So there's two fight scenes. Earlier, later. I didn't fully write those out, so maybe I'll see what comes to mind. Try and see if I can do more than oofs and boffos and all that. We'll see. The rest of it, again, written to within an inch of its life. What do you think? Too much? A little bit more room to breathe? I don't know. I can't possibly objectively tell you. Forklift driver clause or clause? Forklift driver clause. All right. If you send them, you know what? Check out. This is where I get my stuff, because again, I want to start in the world of the public domain and work my way out from there. So this way, nothing can get flagged and removed. And I can use this in the future because it's all public domain. That's why I did that. Also, fair use, if that ever comes up. Willie talks about it all the time. I point like Willie's over there. Fair use, for the exception of parody and comment. Okay. All right, Jess is down for forklift driving riffing. Oh, guys, thank you for this. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for encouraging me. I appreciate it. You guys are great. Oh, was it? Was it, David? Yeah. I can't remember where I found this. It was in some sort of thing, and I've been holding on to it. I've got a list of shorts and features and cereals and bunches of stuff that I want to actually use. So I guess the plan will be to try and make this monthly, and then maybe I can spread out this 10 hours of cramming that I did today over weeks rather than days or day. I worked a couple hours yesterday, a couple hours the day before. I'm just trying to get a feel for how long this will take. And also in the future, I won't be doing it all by myself. So, lighter load. It'll be good. It'll be much more manageable. All right, guys. What do you say we get to our feature presentation? Which, again, not a feature, but part one of a serial from 1944. This was a Captain America serial. I did a little bit of research on it. It's clear to most people that this didn't start off as a Captain America serial, but was supposed to be another character from somewhere that, I don't know, they lost the rights to or something, and so they decided to just pour Captain America over the top of it. Because why not? I believe these were the days of timely comics, and it didn't matter. Didn't matter then. So, even before Marvel. I believe this is even before Marvel. I believe this is a timely comics Captain America. All right, guys. Good stuff. 25 minutes of Captain America, part one. Water. Let's do that. Well, I hope you guys have been enjoying. I am super looking forward to having gotten through this, because this was a lot of work. I haven't done straight writing for a project this big in a good long time. Even writing for Stab, like when I was on the panel, Stab writing was not this much writing. Even when I was doing sketch for years and years, still not this much writing. So, you know, let's not do anything for several years and then immediately throw myself back into filling out 48 minutes of riffing. I can feel it here. I can feel it right there. A little bit here. But that might also be all of the caffeine. All right. Let's do it. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate it. Let's get to it. Let's get to our closing piece, our headliner. I figured if we were going to do this, if we were going to get into it, given the world that we live in nowadays, the proliferation, the popularity of the superhero movie and its collected, expanded universe, why not go all the way back to when none of that meant nothing to nobody? And, Jess, specifically as a Marvel nerd, you should not be looking forward to this. So, let's get all settled in. Get all ready to go. I'm going to click on that. We're going to click on that. Then I think we're ready and raring. Let's do it. Captain America, Chapter 1, The Purple Death. Roll it. I don't know. It's just clicking, but it feels better to say roll it. Feels more official. Click it. God damn it.
Republic Pictures presents Captain America on his supersonic democracy cycle, barreling down the mountain road of capitalism. With Big Dick Purcell as Captain America, scrawny Steve Rogers transformed into Gardner. Wasn't he a Green Lantern? What's going on here? What is that? Lauren OK? That's the bar kind of way. Do I look like the villain? How about now? Will I sound like this? Watch and find out,
He's Mayor Stogie, and I'm Commissioner Posture. Madsen and Gruber. For all of your awkward, nondescript henchman needs, call Madsen and Gruber today. The cheap, limitless gasoline of liberty,
propelling Captain America across the gleaming pavement of freedom, the bugs of tyranny and fascism splattering across his forehead of justice under the gleaming sunshine of independence, on its way to pick up a steaming hot cup of states' rights. I don't know. Now, see, I'm convinced that all these old films are actually in color, but it's a different kind of color that only eyes born in the 1800s could see. Otherwise, why put purple in the title? WSKB! It's time for Gopher in the Fart Bag to make funny prank calls to the elderly. Oh! That's sad. He never made varsity. Yes, Gopher and the Fart Bag are truly morning drive's raunchiest degenerates. Thank you, WSKB.
You will walk to the window and step out into eternity.
But first you will fall, then hit the ground, and then eternity. Wait for it. Wait for the eternity. There it is.
You are under the power of the Scarab, Jackson.
And your caller number 69. You win tickets to see Incubus this Thursday at Laser Tag Dave's Thrash Dumpster. What's the station that plays more Stained and puts the beetle up your ass? WSKB. Now back to hour 7 of Gopher and the Fart Bag.
The death of Harold Jackson, well-known attorney, is another link in the chain of mysterious crimes known as the Purple Death Murders.
That's right,
In each
the
case,
Purple
a subtle
Death
unknown
Murder
poison has
Killings.
been found
You heard
in
that
the
right, the
bloodstream
Purple
of the
Death
dead man,
Murder
and each
Assassination
victim
Killings.
clutched in his
We
hand
repeat,
the tool
these
of
suicides have all been linked to the
Scarab,
Purple Death Murder
ironically,
Killing
was the symbol of
Assassination
eternal
Execution.
life among the ancients. It is significant that all of the murdered men were actively or financially connected with a recent scientific expedition into the ancient Mayan ruins of Central America.
That's right, I said Mayan.
The authorities are
Get used to
completely
it.
baffled, and the mayor has called District Attorney Grant Gardner to appear before a meeting in the office of Police Commissioner Dryden.
Now, back to Guess That Smell on WSKB.
How are you, Commissioner?
Hello, Grant. The commissioner's been alibying his failure to turn up anything in these Purple Death murders. What are your excuses, Mr. Gardner?
I don't make excuses, but I do have a definite plan.
And that is?
I'd rather not discuss it now.
But I have one. A good
You
one.
remember the
A
commissioner
good
and I
plan,
attended
that
a
is.
crime wave in this
About a
town
thing,
Yes.
and doing it, too.
Mysterious Captain America did most of your work for you. If we could only contact him now.
I feel certain that this new crime wave will bring him out of hiding to help us.
And I hope so. We're up against a new type of scientific criminal. One that we'll never find in the usual haunts of crime.
Meanwhile, at the usual haunts of crime, the Drummond Museum signpost fundraiser has still yet to reach its goal.
I tell you, Dr. Maldo, there's a curse on everyone connected with that Mayan expedition.
Why, I wish I'd never heard of
Jackson
Central America.
And Wilson. And Evans. Why, you or I may be the next victim of the Scarab's Purple Death.
Who?
My dear Professor Lyman, you're overexcited. Calm yourself. Here. Have a cigar.
Take your pants off. Punch yourself in the groin. Oh, wait, mind control cigar first. That's right. There you are. Inhale deeply. Enjoy.
Sit down, Professor. Sit down.
Pants? No? Still? Okay.
If there is an ancient curse upon us,
And I'm not saying there is. You said that. I'm not. Just if.
peculiarly mercenary. These men you have named are known to have withdrawn large sums of money from their banks just prior to their deaths.
That's true. But I'm not wealthy.
I'm broke as balls.
Scarab wants other things. Rare jewels, paintings.
Pit-side seats to laser
He
tag
also
Dave.
wants scientific secrets such as you possess.
Just what do you mean?
Here it
The
is.
Scarab wants the plans of the thermodynamic vibration engine which you have invented.
How did you find out about my vibrator?
You left your nightstand drawer wide open, almost like you wanted me to see it, you kinky bitch.
You? The Scarab?
Yes. I'm the Scarab.
You figured it out, and all I had to do was specifically show you.
It
Very
is my
clever.
vengeance which is striking at all of you. It was my expedition. I uncovered the secret information and laid the plans which made it successful. And how was I rewarded? I was made the curator of an insignificant museum, while the rest of you received the fame and wealth that should have come to me. You can't touch that phone.
I'm downloading something.
Sit down.
Now, about those pants.
For the short time you have to live, your mind is completely under my control. You must obey my commands.
Ooh, spider! Oh, sorry.
You are a slave of the Purple Death.
Purple Death. But how?
Why? Simple.
The fumes from this cigar.
I won't elaborate!
I want to know more about the vibrator.
Well, it has 7 distinct intensity and pulsing patterns, and it's waterproof for easy cleanup.
Force which will disintegrate any known material.
That could be used by me as a powerful weapon of destruction.
It will rock your entire world.
Splendid. Where are the plans?
At home. In the safe.
This home safe. The safe I keep at home.
Write down the combination.
Yes. The combination to the safe. The safe combination. 7, 44, 81, 13, 162, 93. It's a big safe. 1211.
Rupert, you will take Professor Lyman out.
Make it somewhere nice.
Obey your
And send me a
final
picture of him punching himself in the groin later. It'll make sense. Here. Punch yourself in the groin later.
Step this way, Professor.
Farewell, Lyman.
Damn it, I feel like there's a 7-Up joke in there somewhere, but I just can't figure it
You'll
out.
find the plans in Lyman's safe. Here's the combination.
744. Cut that out.
And take these Purple Death bombs with you. They'll be silent and effective weapons if anyone interferes.
But if you're stopped by authorities, you have no idea who dealt it. 93, 1200, 11. There. Ah, the plans. Whoa, that is really anatomically correct.
Just a minute.
Beware my mighty gun. Gun. Shield. Never heard of it.
Throw your gun in a corner.
You too.
All right, now my turn. Wait, no. All right. Oh, Captain America, known for his loose grip and slow reflexes. Nope, not gonna work. Cap's most widely known superpower, impervious to furniture. Oh, which corner did I throw my gun in? Now, I'm just gonna assume these two are some kind of super soldiers here, because I mean, there's nothing to suggest that yet, but it's just gonna make me feel better to imagine that, if that's okay. Oh, this isn't. Oh, Mom. There's a look better over there. Oh, there's my gun. Oh, big dumb jerk doesn't even have a shield. Oh boy. Oh, okay, that's all right. Let me see if you've got some kind of bullet antidote in this box of stink bombs. Okay. Who do I know that knows anything about this kind of?
Police Commissioner Dryden speaking.
This is Captain America.
Where are you?
Never mind that. Professor Lyman's life is in danger.
Professor Lyman is dead.
Oh, well, I guess he's not in danger anymore. Sorry I called.
Another Purple Death accident. Well, at least I've accounted for one of the gang. You'll find his body at Professor Lyman's house.
He fell on a bullet.
That's all.
I just found him like that.
Get me the district attorney's office.
Office of the district attorney, Gail.
Yes, I'm a
Let
trapezoid.
me speak to the DA.
Mr. Gardner isn't here now, Commissioner, but I expect to hear from him shortly.
Well, tell him that Captain America's on the job. He just killed one of the Purple Death murderers.
Ooh.
I'll tell him.
With that, acute my angles. Meanwhile, in the Capmobile.
Calling Captain America.
Come in, Gail.
Commissioner Dryden just told me the news. Do you need any help?
Well, this body isn't going to hide itself.
I will as soon as I get back to the office. Have Davis there. I have an important clue for him to analyze.
Sure thing, Cap. Do I know your secret identity? I'm still unclear.
This stuff is distilled from the cypripedium, a little-known orchid. Highly concentrated as fumes form a deadly poison which leave those purple splotches on the victim's face.
Yeah.
Careful, don't drop it.
Don't you ever tell me what to do. I'm Captain Goddamn District Attorney.
Do florists have this Cypridium plant?
Sure, why not?
It's very rare.
It's deadly. Why wouldn't they have it?
We'll trick the guilty one into showing his hand. Gail, you and I will visit the dealers in rare flowers.
And by you and I mean you.
I'm Gail Richards from the District Attorney's Office.
Yes, Miss Richards.
We're trying to identify the plant from which this liquid was extracted. It may help in a criminal investigation.
Go ahead, take a big lethal whiff. That's right, you big idiot.
Sorry, I can't identify it.
Thank you.
Sorry for your loss.
What?
No?
No, I don't recognize it.
Well,
Thank you
your
very
death will
much.
not be in vain. Well, I've killed every other florist in town. This must be our man.
Can I help you, miss?
I'm from the District Attorney's Office. I have a plant extract which we're trying
know
to
about
identify with a murder
these?
investigation.
I'm sorry, miss. I'm afraid I won't be able to help you.
I mean, a plant extract killed my parents. Oh, God! I mean, good. Good, stupid
I see
extract.
you do know what the purple death bomb is.
You fooled me, all right, but it isn't going to do you any good.
And fooling me isn't that hard anyway. I bought this suit after all. Look at it. Go on.
What does clean room mean to you, Gary? Come on.
Well, this dame's wise to our setup. Turn her around here. Tie her up.
Oh, finally! Now, I knew I was holding on to this rope for some reason, and here it is. See, I always feel like there's a reason for everything, you know?
Oh, that is a slip and fall hazard. And while my crime may be foiled, I don't need a bad Yelp review on top of everything else. Big, non-threatening villain.
Yes? Speaking. The girl from the district attorney's office just came in. She had one of our purple death bombs and tricked me into showing my hand. What'll I do with her?
You have plenty of the extract? Use it.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't I think about that? That's why I called the boss. Always with the plans, that guy. Hey, Gary, it's Purple Death, but it smells like mint chip.
Yes, sir. I'm the district attorney. Miss Richards was to meet me here. I haven't seen her.
No such thing. I think you're making it up. Gail isn't even a name. Now who's the idiot? Who?
I literally just cleaned that up. What do you think you're doing? Oh, okay. Come on.
All right, you're right. I deserved that. I overreacted. That's on me.
Take me to Miss Richards.
Oh, that Miss Richards. Why didn't you say so?
Get on the other side of the room.
Gail, you all right? They didn't lightly wrap a towel around your face, did they? You bastards. And they gently tied your hands behind your back with a butterfly kiss knot. Maniacs! Oh, this camp even hates human shields!
Contains a purple death. Drop that gun or we'll all die.
Not if I decide not to!
The brilliant action of Grant Gardner, the district attorney, has exposed the source of the purple death poison. The Cypridium orchid from which it was derived will be
Like
destroyed
nobody even
wherever
cares
found.
about my
Mr. Gardner is
giant
conducting
Mayan
a searching investigation into the affairs and acquaintances of Professor Lyman, latest victim of the poison.
And now back to WSKB's live
I
coverage
just
of the
come
Butt
from
Olympics.
District Attorney's office. He's questioning all the survivors of the Mayan expedition.
He doesn't suspect us.
No. But we have something else to worry about. We are not the only ones who know the secret of Lyman's dynamic vibrator.
You mean the internal and external stimuli?
No. Worse than that. There's a working model which Lyman and his assistant Gregory constructed at Professor Dodge's laboratory. The district attorney is taking some technicians there tonight to see a demonstration.
Things are about to
And
get
learn all
sticky,
about it.
gentlemen.
But if they learn how it works,
Then my secret weapon will no longer be a secret. And someone will ultimately devise another machine to counteract it.
A chastity belt,
Therefore,
perhaps.
the model and Gregory must be destroyed tonight.
That won't be difficult. The directions with these plans show how to step up the power of the machine so high that it'll destroy itself, along with the building and everyone in it.
And we know that the district attorney is never seen in the same place as Captain America. So they must hate each other. Therefore, all we have to do is tell Captain America that the district attorney will be there at the demonstration, and he won't show up!
It will send Captain America off on a false scent. And that I have arranged to do tonight.
Doodle-doodle-doodle. Doodle-doodle-doodle.
This is Eddie, Mr. Gardner. I've got a hot tip on those Purple Death killings.
And there's a literal smoking gun here. I don't like it, but it does look cool and grown up, and I think I might take up smoking because of it.
All right, I'll be right over.
What's he got?
Peer pressure and a lot of insecurity.
I don't like it, Grant. It might be a trap.
Ah, don't worry, my little
I'll
parallelogram.
phone Gregory that you're bringing the technical men. Go ahead with the demonstration, and I'll be there as soon as I've seen
And take lots of video, especially if they let you use it. Captain America arrives on the scene and is finely tuned. Catmobile. Seriously? Brakes. You couldn't... It's supposed to be stealth.
Your phone call worked, all right. Here comes Captain America.
Yeah.
But I phoned the DA.
I know. Funny how that worked out.
And Captain America shows up as we expected.
Now, we've never met before, have we, Towel?
Well, you served your purpose, Eddie.
Now they think you were murdered by this towel in a crime of passion. It's a perfect murder. Oh, man, that's probably the manager. He's gonna charge me for the towel!
Come in. Come on in.
Come in more than that. Keep coming in, all the way in. You're not coming in right. Is the door stuck? Here, let me jiggle it for you. Ah. Yeah. Oh, man, if only I had some kind of cheat. Oh. Oh, yeah? Yeah? How about a little America roulette?
I don't know his name.
Yeah?
Stop, there are 2 bullets left.
I know.
I'll hit one presently.
I'm a stone-cold psychopath, the perfect symbol of America.
His name is Maxim. Keep talking. He wanted to get you out of the way. They're pulling a big job at the office of a guy named Dodge. I don't know what it's all about.
Well, I do.
Oh, it's still hot. Hang in there, little Bucky. Ooh. Real, actual building.
Good evening, Mr. Gregory.
Good evening, Miss Richards.
Mr. Dodge, Mrs. Chrysler, Mr. Ram with 1500.
Mr. Merritt and Mr. Norden are here to witness your demonstration of the vibrator.
Oh, well, I usually use it alone, have a glass of wine, slip into something freely, you know.
the secret of this machine, and it's a heavy responsibility. So, come this way, please.
If we could come that way, we wouldn't need your vibrator. Thank you! Thank you. Wait, he's gonna fit all of that inside him?
First, I'll show you how the machine works, and then I'll explain its construction.
And I'll remove one article of clothing after each sentence.
In a few minutes, we'll have generated sufficient power to destroy this miniature structure.
Also, if you ever find yourself in need of miniature structures,
now, if
I have a
step this
guy.
way, you will see the result of the demonstration.
This is gonna be so hot. I can't wait. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh, just adjust this here. Okay, wait, be cool. Just be cool. It's okay. This doing anything for anyone? Okay, guys. All right, the lady said we can watch. Just don't touch anything. It was the only rule. Oh, that and don't throw nickels at the dancers. They hate that. All right. Just act like we've been here before. And I'm spent.
This machine would be a deadly weapon in the hands of the scout.
That's true. And when the plans were stolen from Professor Lyman, they contained instructions for stepping up the machine's power to 100 million volts.
100 million volts.
A force that would shatter a 20-story building like an eggshell.
Gregory's right, gentlemen.
Sexy and right.
We have directions here, and we'll give you a demonstration of what this machine can do to this building.
I've got directions here, all right.
First one who starts anything gets it.
And I've got them right in the... Just hold on to the direction. Right here.
Set the control panel.
You can't get away with this.
Now get into the other room.
No, that squares my shoulders. Seven, 44. We'll do one of the... Oh,
Before
there.
we wreck this building, I want all of Professor Dodge's papers. Open that vault.
All of them. The
said
Motor
open
Trend
that
Truck of the Year Award, the J.D. Power and Associates Dependability Award, the IIHS Top Safety Pick, all of them. Oof, yeah. Really got to take those turns wide. The peripheral vision in that mask is lacking.
Get him.
Wait, those are all of Professor Dodge's papers in the Dodge building. That seems like a lot of extra filing cabinets. All right, Ram Tough, a couple Dart stickers. Yeah, that's everything.
Get in the vault, all of you.
This is murder.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wholesale murder.
That's right, murder in bulk. Costco murder on a Sam's Club spree with a coupon, and I'm using my rewards points. You think you're real smart? Well, this murderer's fine. Ah, she can't kill me.
All set.
Start it up. I'll get the car ready for our getaway. Now, don't leave until you're sure the machine is running okay.
Really get it up there. Rattle your teeth a little.
Power, this building will collapse in a cloud of dust.
Is somebody? Oh, that's right. It's my murder victims in the vault. Sorry. I don't know. Let's see what this does. Some twist on some of this. Oh, that jerk's gonna break all my models! That settles it. It's a really good door. Spin the way.
Hold it. Captain America.
Captain America.
What's happening in there?
Murder? Murder, right? Murder. Wholesale.
Get over there.
Yeah. Turn kick. All right. All right. Say what you will about these old serial fight scenes. It's got a certain something. It's a blue collar working man ballet, really. If you really think about it, it's rock 'em, it's sock 'em, it's got everything. Oh hey, killed 3 guys today. I'm a really good district attorney. No, it's a car. Yes. The Catmobile. Oh, you can't throw me out the window! He did. He did have a gun. You're not wrong. So it's technically accurate. But he also, was super powerful. He did. He had a gun. I'm not hating on the gun. There's no shield. Oh. Sorry. They're still fighting. This happens. Thanos. This is Ultron. Oh. It wound up being easier than I thought.
Do any of you know the combination?
I do. 7, 44, 81, 13, 162, 93. It's a big safe. 1200, 11. Oh, there.
The vibrator. If it isn't shut off, the building will collapse.
This is why I usually use it in the bath. Is this the end for Captain America? Is this the climax of his decorated crime-fighting career? Or can he take a licking like this and just keep coming? Has Cap blown his wad of daring last-second heroics? Or does he have one more shot in the chamber? Innuendo, entendre, lewd play on words, and what have you. Find out next week. Chapter 2, Mechanical Execution, a Republic series. All right, gosh darn it. That one was a little loosier and goosier. Yeah. You can use it in the back, I guess, if that's what you... I didn't know going into that I was going to stumble upon the gift that was
that was the vibrator, the insidious vibrator. That helped a lot. Really made my job easy. What makes my job difficult is those fight scenes. God, that's all right. It's our first foray. I'm pretty pleased. I'm pretty pleased with how it went. Was it perfect? Maybe not. But I'm pretty happy with it. We got it done. The first one's in the books. Phylm Whiz lives. Phylm Whiz lives. So, hopefully in the future, it will be easier on me. I won't try to do 48 minutes by myself. We'll have a crew. We'll have several people working. I'm pleased enough. It turned out well. I'm happy with it. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed. Damn it, David. The building did go soft. Oh, well, good. I'm glad. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you're not just being nice. I hope if you had found this anywhere else, it would have been of the same caliber. That's it, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me for this. I'm really happy we did it. Finally, we did it. The file, this Phylm Whiz 001-31122. The file over here in the Google Drive originally had, I believe, January 6th or 7th on it. So literally, I tried to do this a couple months ago. I kept kicking it down the road. We just had to hunker down and do it. So it lives. Phylm Whiz lives. I'm really happy. And I'm even happier that I'm done with it. That was a lot of work. And I was stressing out a lot. But I'm pleased. For a pilot, for a first run, for a proof of concept, I'm pleased with it. All right, guys. That's going to be it for us for today. What the heck is going on tomorrow? Well, let me take that off of there. Skip has had to take off of some of her responsibilities at the moment. But still a packed afternoon, evening, night, day. Friend Fiction, tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Melanie and friends will be doing a frantic fanfic edition of Friend Fiction. We're going to see how that goes. 9 o'clock, Scene Kids, always a good time. And 10 p.m., it's Dear Abby, WTF. Jesse and Nicole and friends sort of doing, in a way, similar to what we did tonight, dipping back into the old archives of Dear Abby's advice from a different time, shall we say, and seeing what was actually printed in the newspaper, telling people to do with their lives back in the 50s, 60s, 70s. And that's it for us tonight, guys. Thank you. Let's see. Let's find a good track. There it is. Thank you for sticking out here with me. I don't know. We'll call it that. And for the encouragement and for everything, you guys are great. I hope you had a good time. I sure as heck did. So I'll let you know when Phylm Whiz is coming back again. I'm sure it'll be soonish. I'm going to try and make it monthly, and we'll see how that goes. Have a good night, everybody. Sleep well. I'm going to go get myself a treat. I've earned it. I'm going to get a pizza or something. I've earned it. Talk to you later, guys. See you tomorrow for lots of fun stuff. Let's see where we can send you for the rest of the night, though. How about... Oh, who is even doing stuff? How about... You know what? It makes sense. Let's send you guys over to Master Pancake. Why not? From one riff to another. Enjoy Master Pancake Theater. And I will see you back here tomorrow. Have a good night. Oh, channel is follower or subscriber only channel. Wait, is this working? Hold on. Wait, could I not? Oh, hold on. Let's raid from this window. See if it works better. Oh, it looks like it is working. Hold on. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's being finicky. All right, hold on for the raid. I'll see you tomorrow.